A couple of months ago, I did a video ranking every card in Clash Royale, and then the comments on the video basically told me to rank every evolution in Clash Royale. Because obviously, evolutions can make or break a card being good or not. Some cards are absolutely terrible, but their evolution is so good that it carries the card itself. So, let's do it. Today's the day, boys. Let's get into it. So we have S tier, which is the best, A tier, which is the second best. Then we have B tier, which is kind of the middle. C tier is like pretty trash. And then D tier is absolutely atrocious. Okay. We're going to go in order. Starting off with the Evo Knight. I think the Evo Knight is right in the middle. He's very solid. I feel like you only really see him in like graveyard decks. So he's kind of pigeon-held to like graveyard for sure. But I think he's good. He's not like insanely good. He's not game-breaking. Knight players, shout out to you guys. It's one of the most respectful cards in the game. You're never going to be raging about a Knight, like ever. Evo Bats, I low-key might give this a C tier. I feel like bats are only good if you're like bad at the game and you don't know how to kill them. Because like one mistake someone could make is, let's say they like snowballed Evo Bats, and as you know, if you wait a second to snowball the Evo Bats, it doesn't do anything to them. So I feel like this only really works against really bad players, and then I feel like only you see it in like niche mortar decks, but I can't even remember the last time I've played Evo Bats, so I'm going to go C tier. I almost want to go D tier, but I'm not going to go D tier. I'm going to go C tier. I feel like they're somewhat usable, but I would 10 out of 10 not recommend buying this. I hope for the people that watch this video on YouTube that like, what I'm going to do is basically any of the cards I put in S tier are the Evos I would recommend buying. Anything else I wouldn't really recommend buying. Okay, now, Evo Barbs. I'm just going to say D tier. I think Evo Barbs are absolutely terrible. I've only ever seen these in like very niche Lava Hound decks that struggle with ground defense. They're overly expensive. They don't attack the air. And again, I'm only ranking cards in their evolution form, but Evo Barbs are absolutely terrible. Now, Evo Skeletons. This is a weird one. Dude, Evo Skeletons can like 3-crown you if you mess up. I definitely think it's a card that doesn't really work too well against really good players. But at the end of the day, the positive elixir trades you can get with the Evo Skeletons is so good. Like, with Evo Skellies, you can literally shut down, like, a giant and a freaking boulder, like, single-handedly. Oh, thank you, Evos. So, yeah, I would 10 out of 10 recommend Evo Skellies if you have a deck that has, like, weak defense, because it'll definitely help. Evolution Firecracker. This is probably going to be the first A tier, I think. Actually, I don't know about A tier, because she did get a nerf. Nah, I'm going to say A tier. Evolution Firecracker is insane. The gimmicky, like, animations you can get with it is also insane. I think it's a stupid card. It's a very broken card. It's really good. You can win games against, like, players if they just allow you to get one lineup. The only thing that keeps the Firecracker from absolutely breaking the game is that you can activate the King. But other than that, she's just a broken card. Also, the entire deck archetype of Hog Firecracker is just brain rot. Evo Mortar. I think Evo Mortar is probably A tier. Every time I watch pro players play, they use this card, like every time. They use this Mortar deck, and then they use Royal Giant. Every single time. Like, I've never seen a pro not use Mortar in, like, in a 5-game span. It's always used. It's really good. I won't say it's S tier, because I'm only going to have, like, game-breaking evolutions in S tier. But it's very good. I like the Mortar a lot. Next up is Evo Royal Giant. It's good. I don't think it's really good. But I think what makes the Royal Giant good is the supporting units around it, like the Evo Hunter and the Fisherman. I'm going to go B tier on the Evo Royal Giant. It's pretty good against, like, obviously goblins, guards, skeletons, and stuff. But if you know what you're doing, it's kind of hard to give the Royal Giant value. Evo Recruits. They're solid. I'm going to go C tier. I think Recruits itself is just a broken card. I think it's a really good card. But I don't really think the Evo Recruits added that much aura to it. Like, I mean, they're basically just recruits, but then occasionally they charge. They do no damage. They don't attack air. I mean, the Evo Recruits, they're good. They're usable. C tier and up is like Evos that are usable, and then I think D tier is just straight up trash. Evo Archers. This is a weird one, bro. The Evo Archers, I only see these used in like Expo decks. They do shred when they have their opportunities to shred, but it's another one of those Evos where like I feel like if you're just smart and you save your arrows or something, you're kind of chilling. But the thing is, if you don't have arrows, this card will cook you. Because you think like, oh, what about vines? But a good archers player is never going to bunch up their archers. They're always going to split their archers. So you're never really going to be able to vines them. Because if you vines them, you're going to be hitting the king tower. You know, that's the only time they're grouped up. I'm going to go B tier on the Evo Archers. I wouldn't put them in A tier, but I would put them in B tier. Ice Spirit. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This might be the first S tier. If you're thinking about buying your first Evo, you can't go wrong with the Ice Spirit. He makes every deck faster. His defense is insane. He helps your cycle so much. Like, I don't think it's even possible to put down an Evo Ice Spirit and not get value. I don't even think it's possible to put down an Ice Spirit and not get value. So that's going to be my first S tier of the video. Like, I think Evo Ice Spirit is S tier. Next, good God, the Evo Valkyrie. This card, legitimately, if you send a giant, a minion horde, a musketeer, and frickin' guards, which is like 18 elixir down her throat, she will defend all of it. The Valkyrie by itself is already a solid card. The Evo Valkyrie is a defensive god. Defensive god. She also like halfway attacks air units too, because she's like a non-stop tornado with a bunch of help that does splash damage. She's a disgusting card, definitely S tier. Evo Berry, I think this card is trash. I don't want to say C tier or D tier because I think that's a little disrespectful, but I am going to say C tier. I will say this. If you use the Evo Berry, you're one of the coolest people ever, and you should probably like run for president or something. Because normally the people that use this are like extremely high skilled players. You have to understand the lineup so well. You have to get him like, he just dies so fast. He dies so easy to spells. It's also really easy to activate King Tower with him. I'm actually going to go D tier. I can't even remember the last time I played an Evo Bomber, and when I did, I probably just arrowed it. I don't think it's good. It's such a niche card, and I'm kind of just basing it off of the cards that I see and play against every day in Ultimate Champion. Next up, Evo Wall Breakers. I think I've complained about this Evo for like 6 months now. Nothing's changed. If you arrows the Evo Wall Breakers, if you don't believe me, try it. Just try it. If you arrows the Evo Wall Breakers, they still connect to your tower, and you're overspending elixir on them. So like, now what I do is every time my opponent does Evo Wall Breakers, I just have to take the 1200 damage because I have no option. It's a 2 elixir card. You can also use it defensively. Like, if your opponent has a minion horde, you can just put Evo Wall Breakers underneath the minion horde, and it's going to blow them up, which is a 2 for 5 elixir exchange. So it's basically just a 2 elixir fireball. So the way I would describe this card is 10 out of 10, insane Evo. I have no complaints. Pros use it all the time. Top ladder players use it all the time. It's literally disgusting. Next up, Evo Tesla. Muhammad Light uses this a lot. Evo Cannon apparently is like, maybe Evo Cannon is slightly more popular, but I think the Evo Tesla is just so good. It's not game breaking. I don't really complain about playing the Evo Tesla. Like I said, S tier is only for those game breaking cards, but it's definitely really good. It's in the same tier as Firecracker and Mortar. It's just a really good evolution. It attacks air and ground. It has like a splash radius. It has a stun effect. It's insane. I mean, it can shut down. It shuts down a graveyard, which is kind of cool. I feel like most people don't even know that. But like, if you put an Evo Tesla on a graveyard, like it'll shut down the graveyard. And then it'll just shut down whatever the tank is. Evo Zap. I low-key love the Evo Zap. I just personally like it. I don't think it's that strong. I think you just have better options with spells like the Evo Snow. I also feel like Evo Zap is pretty rare. You only really see it in that one Goblin Curse graveyard deck, and then that deck got nerfed into the ground. And then you also only really see it in like Lava Hound decks. Very occasionally. I'm still going to say B tier because I feel like it's usable. I feel like most Evos are red in B tier. Evo Battle Ram. Absolute trash. Like, I'm sorry, I have to be critical. technically every Evo is going to be good. They're going to make a card better. But if you're running Evo Battle Ram, you're just trolling, bro. I mean, it's terrible. It doesn't help you defensively at all. It's just like a win more type of card. It gets knocked back by Log, Fireball, the same with Snowball, the same way a regular Battle Ram gets knocked back. I think it's trash. I think it's in the same tier as Barbarians and Bomber. I would never, ever recommend buying the Battle Ram. I'm not saying the Battle Ram can't be good. All these Evos can be good in their moments, but I have to be like Simon Cowell here. I have to be pretty brutal. It's terrible. Evo Wizard. Pro players use this card. I don't understand this card. I still don't understand this card. If you watch any professional Clash Royale event, like I think CRL Worlds is coming up in 2 months, you're going to see an Evo Wizard probably in every single duel format. It's just, I don't know why every pro uses it. I guess it's just because it's very hard to get rid of its shield with actually getting a positive elixir trade. So I'm going to go A tier on the Wizard. I don't think it's broken, but pros love it. Evo Goblin Barrel. My God, is this card annoying. I think every time your opponent has an Evo Goblin Barrel, you basically just have to say, yep, I'm going to tank damage. It just comes down to how much I can tank. That's kind of, it's impossible to hold this Evo to 0 damage, which is why I'm going to say it's an S tier Evo. It's literally impossible to hold this thing to 0 damage. Next up, the Evo Goblin Giant. I've hated this card since I got back into the game. Supercell has failed miserably at balancing this card. I'm not even going to say S tier. I'm literally going to say it's the #1 rank in S tier. The card is stupid. It's overpowered. The Goblin Giant is like an 800-pound card that moves 90 miles an hour and does thousands of damage. It's stupid. Next up, Goblin Drill. I have a rude awakening for anybody that uses the Evo Goblin Drill. If you use the Evo Goblin Drill, you are trolling. Evo Goblin Drill does literally basically nothing. It's horrible. Like, it's literally terrible. Sometimes I think the Evo Goblin Drill does less damage than the regular Goblin Drill. I'm going hardcore D tier on the Evo Goblin Drill. Do not buy this card. If you're going to use the Evo Goblin Drill, or if you're going to use the Goblin Drill, use the Evo Snow. The Evo Snow is literally a lifesaver. Goblin Cage, really good Evo. Incredibly good Evo. I'm going to go A tier. This dude right here can shut down Pekkas. If you have a Lava Hound and Vines, if you're playing Lava Hound and you have Vines with Cage, you can literally shut down your opponent's Lava Hound if you just Vines it to the ground and then grab it with an Evo Cage. It's insane. It's the Diddy Cage. It's literally a 10 out of 10, or a 9 out of 10 Evo. It's not like amazing, but it's really good. Next up, the Evo Pekka. I don't really know where I stand with the Pekka, bro. I feel like the Pekka is just super balanced. I don't really think the Pekka is broken. I don't really think it's terrible. I think the Pekka kind of gets carried by its decks a lot of the times. Like, I feel like Pekka Goblin Giant is not a broken deck because of the Pekka. Now, remember, this is about Evos, though. I do love the fact that every time he gets a kill, he heals up. I think that's really cool. I'm probably going to give the Pekka a B tier. I don't think it's as good as anything in the A tier, but I think it's definitely as good as everything in the B tier. Next up, Evolution Mega Knight. Bro, this card is so niche. One of the weirdest interactions in the game is if you're facing an Evo Witch, whatever you do, please, as God is my witness, do not put an Evo Mega Knight into it. Basically what happens is the Evo Mega Knight drops on top of the Witch's head. It kills the skeletons, but the Witch obviously gets healed from the skeletons, and then it punches the Witch through the sky. So then the Witch goes backwards, right? And her skeletons start walking towards the Mega Knight. And then he gets distracted and just punches skeletons for like a minute straight while the Witch just sits there hitting him over and over and over again. And he never gets back on the Witch because she keeps spawning skeletons. It's one of the weirdest interactions in the game. And it's a very important interaction because the Witch is such a prevalent card. So I literally wouldn't even run Evo Mega Knight just because of the Evo Witch. I think just because of that alone, I have to give it a low ranking. I don't really see the Evo Mega Knight too much. I'm going to go C tier. It's definitely better than every Evo in the D tier, But just because of that one interaction with the Witch, I have to go C tier. Like I said, bro, if you're playing an Evo Witch and you have an Evo Mega Knight, whatever you do, please, for the love of God, do not put the Evo Mega Knight into an Evo Witch, because you will literally get 3 crowned. Evo E-Dragon. I don't even know if this card is good, but it literally hard counters Giant Graveyard, which is my all-time favorite deck. So I don't know. It like melts the guards, melts the minions, melts the Witch. So I don't really know what to say about this card. It's kind of just like... It's kind of only good against the decks that I use. But bro, if you use Evo E-Dragon with Battle Healer and Elixir Golem, like, you should probably be in prison. But I'm sure you win a lot of games. It's just a broken card, man. There's no other word for it. It's just a broken card in certain decks. I'm gonna go B. The only thing that separates this thing from being an S tier is just the fact that if it had more health, I legitimately think it would be S tier. Evo Musketeer. In my opinion, the most underrated and slept on card in the entire evolutions in this game. Bro, when people run that minor 2.9 balloon deck and then they snipe your troop with an Evo Muskie, it's so clean. I think it doesn't get played that much because it does take a good bit of skill to use, but I am still going to go... I'm going to go C tier. I think it's underrated, but I think if it's in really good hands, it's probably A or S tier, but it's pretty niche, honestly. It's very niche, but I think niche cards are good for the game. But I'm going to go C, because I have to be brutal. Evo Cannon, S tier, no questions asked, bro. I mean, you can shut down 30 Elixir with this thing. It's not even a question. The cannon by itself is good. The Evo Cannon makes it even better. Evo Snowball. This is not even an S tier. This is a top 5 Evo in the game. They quote-unquote nerfed the Evo Snow. It's still disgusting, bro. Goblin Drill players love the Evo Snow. Expo players love the Evo Snow. Graveyard players love the Evo Snow. It's insane. Dark Goggins. Just, do we even need an explanation? S tier. Every time you put down the Dark Goblin, it gets value. Not even a question. He has like the range of like Steph Curry and then has the firing rate of a machine gun. It's just, the card is broken. Evo Lumberjack. I feel like this card is only good against bad players who let it get onto the tower. I'm going to go... I don't want to go D, but I am going to go C. I also feel like you only really see the Evo Lumberjack in Golem decks. Which Golem decks are making a resurgence now, which is kind of cool to see. Evo Hunter. God, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I want to say... Dude, it's so good in that one Royal Giant deck. I'm still just going to say C, because it only really works in that one Royal Giant deck, and then sometimes people don't even use it in that Royal Giant deck. So I'm going to go C. I only really see it in that RG deck. In order to be S tier, like, I have to see you in multiple decks. Like, you're going to notice, like, every single card on this S tier is in multiple decks. Evo Jynxzi. I feel like it's an Evo Witch, but it's just a little bit worse. It's kind of in the shadow of the Evo Witch. If the Evo Witch didn't exist, I could maybe say S. It is a defensive god. I'm going to go A tier. Evo Witch, S tier. No questions asked. I don't even need an explanation. It is a S tier evolution. If you can buy it, buy it. If you can get it, get it. Evo Inferno Dragon. Dude, this card can win you a game in like 4 seconds. I feel like it's another one of those Evos that only really works against bad players, though. That don't do a good job of distracting it and denying it. I'm going to say, if this thing was a one-cycled Evo, like the Baby Dragon, it would be at the top of S tier. But because it's a 2-cycled Evo, I'm going to go C tier. I really don't think it's that good. I think they kind of failed with this one. I don't think it's that good. Evo Skeleton Barrel. Used to be broken. They did nerf it a lot. I'm still going to rock with A tier. It's very good. A lot of pros use it. A lot of top ladder players use it. It's really good for chip damage. It's good with the vines now. And last but certainly not least, my boy, the Evo Furnace. Now, this one is going to be Aura. They have nerfed this card 4 different times. On 4 different occasions, this card has gotten nerfs, not any buffs. It's literally been a part of the last 4 patch notes. It's been nerfed every single time, and I'm still going to give it S tier. I don't know if it can toe for toe, pound for pound compete with the Evo Witch, but it is damn sure close. That's the list, boys. And you want to know something funny? Majority of the cards are S tier, which just shows you how broken the game is. If Clash was a balanced game, I feel like majority of the cards would range from C to A. But as you can see, the most cards that I selected, it falls into S tier, which is just hilarious. But yeah, boys, that's the list, man. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. Rate it 1 through 10. I have D tier kind of as like the Evos that you could never even justify using. C tier is like Evos that are good, but they're pretty niche to like a couple specific decks. B tier is solid Evos that work in a multitude of decks. A tier is just like absolutely amazing Evos. And then S tier is just like game breaking, need a nerf, super stupid Evos.